It looks like we have new facilitators tonight. Hopefully it will go smooth. Take a pan of the crowd. A lot of people are still up, walking around eating. We need to do a y'all come to the meeting call or something to get everybody sitting down. There's about 70 or so people lingering around, and there's always people just walking up to the assembly. And soon as the sun sets, you won't be able to see anything, but you'll still be able to hear everybody. So just hang tight when the screen starts going dark. Should be starting any minute.
Okay, if you can hear me, clap once. You can hear me, clap twice. Okay. Just like our other meetings, we're going to start off with a moment of silence. Remember why we're here, our cause. 60 seconds. We're going to have that option moment of silence.
One unit.
Okay. Okay, Ross here is going to read solidarity statement.
This is the solidarity opening statement. We come together here in this place, maybe for the first time, maybe after days and weeks. One movement, honored by our diversity. Look around, take it in. Here, before our General Assembly, let the fullness of this moment occupy you. Remember what brought you here. Let your intention fill you. We stand together in solidarity with all those suffering on this planet. For the transformation from a culture of alienation to one of connectivity. For a sovereign life on a healthy planet. May we listen to one another fully, as best as we can. May our words be heard and our intentions honored as our movement grows.
Thank you.
Okay, my name is Victor. This is Anthony. Big thing. We're going to be facilitating tonight. What that means is we're going to take a stack of people who want to have something to say about the agenda that we come up with. Currently, we can't find the person who had the notes from yesterday, so we're going to have to make a new agenda for tonight. Just going to call people for that. We'd like to ask you guys that if you want to share, please remember that everybody's here. We want to respect everybody's time. We want to keep our comments cogent, to the point. Don't ramble off in tangents. If you do, we'll have to call you, and nothing personal. We're just here to respect everybody's time. So we're going to have a few hand signals. I'm going to let you guys know who here is new. Okay. If you like what you're hearing, good vibes. you don't like what you're hearing, bad vibes. If somebody says something and you have a direct response to it, this is direct response. Somebody says the meeting is at 3 tomorrow. The person says direct response. No, it's at 4. It's a factual statement that is directly related to what the person has to say. It is not an opinion. If you want clarification on what somebody says, clarification. If you're rambling on, somebody's rambling on, they need to wrap it up, wrap it up. Again, nothing personal. If you're going off topic, we're talking about food, and somebody raises their hand, they get called on, they start talking about sleeping. We're in a process. We'll get to that later, but now we're talking about food. And if you disagree with what somebody says, and you're going to leave the group, if we go ahead with it, this is a block. The vibes watcher, printed out here, the vibes watcher will take you aside and talk with you, and he'll rejoin the group. Okay, let's get started.
Thumbs up. Louder.
Louder. Oh, sorry. Speak up. If you're talking and nobody can hear you, we need you to speak up. It's a small, it's a small area, but we still need you to have a big, loud voice so everybody can hear you.
Hi, I'm Teddy. I'm one of the stack takers. When you raise your hand and you have a point to make, me or Turtle is going to point to you with a number. And you're going to keep that up in the air. Like, say, you're 1, you're 2, you'll be 3, and then so on and so forth. So we can keep track of who's in what order.
Okay, we never done it this way, but if somebody has a piece of paper, it could be a lot easier. Otherwise, we'll do it this way. Okay, fine.
Does that mean that, so if I was the second person, I could keep like 2 up? 2 up.
What happens? Really overwhelmed? What are you going to do? Is that what you're going to say? No, I was going to say, what happens when you run out of fingers?
Would it be
Somebody
easier?
has a piece of paper and a pen, this would be a lot easier.
Yeah, does anybody have a piece of paper?
Somebody, please. Somebody. Okay, awesome. Okay, awesome. So, in lieu of that, we don't have the notes from yesterday. We're just going to get started. Hold on.
Does anybody here have a computer on them right now? Or laptop? Can we use it? Because actually you guys get into that thing right there. So we can go on to the notes for yesterday.
Oh, yeah. I don't have a lot of battery, but I could get on maybe. I could get on and get notes.
That might help out,
Yeah.
So we know what happened last time. Do you have a call for agenda item?
Can you get online?
Hi, my name's Wayne.
Wayne.
Please keep it down to about 5 to 10 minutes on the speeches, and that's all I have to say.
Okay. So, who was here yesterday? Okay, just could you please review the agenda items for today, and my friend here, Anthony, will start writing them down.
One was about the time of the meeting.
Yeah. Okay.
There were 2 items tabled from meeting 2 nights ago where we were talking about the use of the word denouncement in a specific, I believe it was Zachariah and where's the older woman with the purple shit?
Claire.
Claire.
Claire's her name?
Yeah. That one.
Yeah, there were 2
Claire.
cases from that set of guidelines that were in dispute. One was
Claire.
the use of the word denouncement, and the other
Yeah, not violent. Okay. Okay.
I'm right here.
Okay, we'll do that today.
Sorry.
I don't either.
About the nonviolent statement. I don't have a copy with me.
We need to put tomorrow's rally and city council meeting at the top of the agenda. We'll go ahead and talk about that.
Okay.
I know there was a solidarity with Indigenous people's statement passed yesterday, and there's been a lot of controversy, at least from what I've seen online about it. So I would appreciate if we could at least read it again so people know what it actually, because I saw these people getting so mad about it, and I didn't even know what it said.
Okay.
So I'd like to at least, if someone has it.
No one knows what it says.
Okay, consensus?
Okay.
Let's read over it again. Clarification? Okay, we'll do that.
Okay. 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 Bye.
Oh, are you serious? I'm not joking. Wait, we got a block.
Oh, bottom block.
Coffee.
I'm sorry?
Get a coffee. How much time?
I'm sorry. I went around for like 10 minutes before I started looking for the person with notes, and they were nowhere to be found.
After the meeting.
After the meeting, we won't need the agenda.
Whoever is vice watcher needs to get on this. Like,
Bob Watcher.
well, you need to still talk to her.
That's multiple blocks. That's table.
Okay, another day. We'll do this outside of the General Assembly.
He's already blocked. I don't know if they're
Okay. Let's move on.
I'm not sure if they put it on the webpage. I know they put it on the Asheville, Occupy Wall Street Asheville Facebook page. Yeah. The one that's so controversial and everybody. I didn't. This is the resolution. Okay. They are online. They are on the Facebook group page. On the official one, the Occupy Wall Street Asheville group page. Yeah. It's under notes on the side. I don't know if you have to like the page and be logged in. I know it's documented on the side. Bear with us just a moment. We'll be right back to the street. I think there's a main wall. Do you like it?
Yeah. For a while.
Go to the main
Last
wall.
time we were supposed to talk about the Facebook page and it got shuffled over, so I'd like
I really don't want to talk about Facebook, guys. We talk about it for 1 hour.
Okay, just put on it. It's Occupy Wall Street Asheville.
we made a general assembly decision of how to manage the Facebook page, and
Yeah.
been unilaterally overturned, and I think we need to resolve it.
Okay, Facebook. Agenda.
If I could just pull it up on my phone, I'd be able to. I do.
Isn't that good?
I don't think I can pull up notes on my phone. Okay. I think I am a part of this group, but I'm okay.
I am an ordained minister. What that means is, if you get thrown in jail, get all of that. Make sure you tell them at the jail.
Okay, so they're going to documents there. Put that document. Okay, down a few. It's there, because I thought today I was going to print out the copy and bring these in, because I know they never have it. But my printer was out of ink. Okay, good. Awesome. Thank you. All right, sorry. We got the notes pulled up on our computer.
Is that right?
Yes, you're right, sorry. Working group announcements.
I got a great announcement, people. The event is shaping up tomorrow in front of the courthouse, City County Plaza, 4 o'clock rally.
Hopefully y'all can hear
Next alley
better.
over here, we're going to have a superstar on our hands to come and speak, Maria Moldar. They said Moldar? Moldar. Some of that. Moldar, exactly.
Midnight at the Oasis.
Who, from Marin County, and she's playing the Great Eagles tomorrow night, and really wants to play. If it could somehow be electric, but it's supposed to rain. I put out the weather guard's request to just push that system through. If it happens, we might come up with an electric show. If not, we're going to have an acoustic show from All Stars in Town, and Maria's going to come and speak to us. So it's really going to be a good draw and a good event tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Thanks for having me. Yes.
I have an announcement that goes along with the event tomorrow. As some of you may know, we are passing out petitions, trying to get citizens, business owners to sign. The petition only asks that the city council will give us a waiver on the curfew law, which requires that we leave the parks at 10 p.m. We're not asking them to join our group or anything, but we are asking for them to respect our right to gather by giving us a waiver on the curfew, requiring people to leave the park at 10 p.m. Do you know when, I believe, Naomi, are you the one that's gathering the petitions?
I'll be gathering the petitions tomorrow at noon from Rosetta.
They have to be turned in by noon tomorrow, either to Rosetta or Naomi. I'm looking for people who would like to take petitions out and get them signed. I don't know how many we have of these yet.
Clarification.
We decided to add the other part on to the Park Square.
It says Pack Square, McGuire Green. That's what we're asking for, not Pritchard Park in particular, but Pack Square, McGuire Green. So if there's anybody that would like to, it takes a while to fill up one of these, going door to door. It is some work, but if anybody would like to take these out, I'll give you one or two. Go ahead.
We'll go to the top.
Check the funds. You need those by 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock tomorrow.
Noon.
It's event noon. City Council.
Is there anyone who would like to take some out?
I'll take one more.
Yeah.
I'll take some after you're done. Yes. Okay.
Anyone else?
Okay.
People do sign these. They're not. I've only had like two people.
Okay. Announcements from working groups. Can we start with legal? I guess you already.
No, I have more to say.
Okay.
Quickly. Judge Bolter, lawyer at large. We are going to be presenting the First Amendment strategy, the First Amendment right to assemble and petition the government of our grievances. And this has never happened in American constitutional history like this before. And I'm just really excited. We're going to be on the forefront of this. And I just want to tell y'all what I did this weekend was post this legal strategy on Occupy Wall Street Facebook page. Told them this should be a legal strategy for the whole country. And today, Mayor Bloomberg announced that the protesters in Liberty Square could remain indefinitely because they were exercising their First Amendment rights. So we are all one. We are all one, and what we are doing here is so important. And tomorrow is so important because we really break ground collaboration, and end police brutality.
Okay, so we have a media group working group announcement.
In the last 24 hours, who has spoken to any media? Raise your hand, please. Can you popcorn out who you talk to? ABC person. Who else?
Naomi? Yeah. I spoke to WNCW last Monday, but they finally, just today, aired the interview. I don't know if anybody heard it, but I thought it was really great.
I did. It was awesome.
Thanks, WNCW.
I had a radio show on 880 for 5 years, so yesterday I spoke with Agnes Cheeks, who is my producer, and she produces Matt Mattan's show. And she agreed that we could do a 5-minute radio show every day. So starting tomorrow, if anybody wants to be on the radio, has something to speak, come to see me or any of the media people. No, it'll be on WNCW, Matt Mattan show.
You got time yet?
No time. It'll be between 3 and hopefully between 3 and 4, so we can get people to come down here.
Okay, you can connect with the media working group afterwards.
Yeah.
So we can get that all set up.
Okay,
I'm on the media
the
group.
big thing is today we put out a press advisory for the event tomorrow. Everyone in the media working group ask the Barrett, their own media contacts, and we'll see who shows up. Any other announcements from media people? Yeah.
I got in touch with my name's Martin. I got in touch with a lady from Channel 7 in Spartanburg, I believe, who wanted to talk with some people, and I'd be happy to direct her to an event specifically. I guess we could talk about that later, maybe tomorrow, or maybe we should save some of it and have her come to a different event later in the week or tomorrow. I don't know.
Yeah,
but
point everybody to tomorrow.
Point everybody to tomorrow.
It's getting dark very fast.
I think that's... Yes.
Direct response?
I just took it on myself. I printed up 400 handbills out off of the thing that was on the web. I didn't have anything else. So if anybody needs handbills for tomorrow's event, I have them. Oh. No, not that one.
Sarah?
There's a direct response.
I just wanted to give a direct response. I'm going to be doing a talk at Green Drink at Paisanos on Wednesday evening, and I was going to make an announcement, but it's another place maybe to direct people. We're going to be talking about the Occupy movement and what it means, and I'll be sharing my experience of going to New York, so other people that would like to participate in that, it's just another kind of event to direct folks to. Green Drinks, it starts at 5:30 at Paisanos on Wednesday.
One more real quick. Liam is setting up a series of 1-minute interviews. 3 minutes. Tell us about real quick.
Yeah. We're going to do sort of what's called a video corner, and it's not going to be anybody interviewing. It's going to be you, your voice, answering 3 questions. You get 3 minutes. Anybody who wants to come up, we're going to have backdrops. It's going to be all put together, speaking as one voice, not as a group, but as each individual. And together it's going to be put together as a whole. So it's everybody going to be the 99% speaking, and it's happening all over.
Yeah, I just wanted to recognize this gentleman because he is a professional in his field, and he has economically been affected by this whole thing, but he is like high-level stuff like CNN and NBC and all that stuff, so he's good. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you.
I guess it's awkward. Oh, it's going to be pretty much during, anytime you see the campsite, anytime you see the goods, the coffee, wherever people are generated, mainly here. If everyone's at Pack Square, it's going to be there somewhere, but it'll be available. And you'll know where it is. You'll see me. I'll make sure of it.
Go for him. Okay, any announcements from the Treasury? Sorry, sir. Yeah. Come on.
He's coming. Mike!
Okay,
No, it was just
speak up, please.
sorry, there was, I guess, proposal for the Treasury to take some money out for cleaning, solidary, and social state.
Okay, we'll wait for proposals for that, but that's a good idea, though. Thank you.
I've just got an important announcement. I'll wait while the iron's hot.
You gotta wait.
We'll call announcement.
I think it's really important. He just had a meeting with Rosetta in the city council meeting.
Okay, go ahead.
Anthony, everybody, good to be here. Just got back from the city council meeting with Rosetta, who's our business supporter, who's sending us all our food and really good activist. The unions are behind us. It's looking like they really want to help us out. I mean, they said they can get us porta potties. They're going to get us. They're going to get us the microphone so that we don't have to do this. It's looking like the park up here, the big one with the fountain, we're going to be a go. I mean, it's looking like 90% there. We're going to have a meeting. So, we're all in support. We're all very cooperative. By the end of the meeting, we were all looking in each other's eyes. Everybody gave me a card. They said, call me up. So the unions are going to be behind us. We're just getting bigger and better all the time. Woo! Keep it up. Keep it up.
Okay. Any other words to comfort?
I just have one announcement from the food group. We're going to have a potluck on louder. There's going to be a potluck at Wednesdays, during Wednesday's GA. So feel free, bring a dish, like.
My name is Mike, co-treasurer. We've had a couple of requests for disbursements that we've been able to take care of. We have a positive balance over 100, over 500. I'd like to pass out disbursement forms to the different working groups. So that we can have a story. If we know where the money's going and what it's for. And that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you.
How do we get the form?
He'll distribute amongst the. I'll meet with him afterwards, and we'll get to the working group. Okay. I guess I'll go outreach. Not just me, but we agreed to unify outreach, business outreach, and flyers. There are flyers out. We have a lot of them. They're going to start going everywhere. We're going to have flyers in every street, every corner. It happens. But we got some more. So I already have a team assembled. If you're interested in being a part of a flyer team, come see me at the General Assembly. Hello, lady present. Yeah. Right here. Any announcements? Business outreach?
I'm Glow Lady, and I asked Oslo if she would take over the position because I do not have transportation, so it would be a little bit difficult for me to fulfill that like I think it should be. So she's going to speak with Karen. So she already said yes. So if anybody wants to join the business group, we definitely need help. Go and see Karen or Oslo.
Or me. Pre-merge.
Just for warning, with the flyers, do not put them on street lights or any of like the light poles because the city has said it's illegal to do that. It obstructs traffic.
Well, then let them take them down.
The police has already took them down. We've been taking all of our phones today and they took them down. So please do not do that.
Yeah, please don't do that. Okay, any other
Spirituality group.
spirituality?
Socially conscious spirituality group. We are going to have a flash meditation to coincide with whatever this group decides on Saturday with the big global event. So whatever time that this group is going to do an action, the spirituality group is going to do a flash meditation, including seated meditation, or if you want to do standing or Tai Chi, it's all good. And also, our meeting is going to be Monday, an hour before General Assembly.
What's up on Saturday?
Yeah.
And your meeting's on Monday?
Yes. Okay. So if you want to join meditation, see Rob. Any other working groups?
I'm doing the website now. I'm trying to get I need to get a mic.
There's a mic.
My name's Carrie.
Here. Sorry.
My name is Carrie.
Hey.
And, I can't.
Come on, yeah.
Okay, so, I'm in the website now. I'm still trying to get the information for logging in so I can get into the back end of it. But if anybody has any ideas, things that you want on the website, I could use some feedback. I don't like maybe not have to think so much, or just have everything, where I can list it out and just like get it done. And then with outreach, all that stuff, we can make it a marketing agency. So we can put all the flyers and whatnot on there. I mean, we can really make it help it streamline with Facebook better. All that stuff so that it works well. Yeah.
Good.
Education. Yeah, that's one. If maybe we could post in the forum under website heading about suggestions. That way you're not getting a million repeats of suggestions.
That sounds excellent, yes. That sounds excellent, yes. The other thing is, anybody that wants to help, more than welcome. I'll make most of it where it's community driven, so you guys can do anything that you need to do on there and set things up.
Sweet.
And I don't know about going with consensus on every single thing that goes up there. Can people live there? Are we
Yeah.
doing that? Like, that way, if groups want to form or whatever, we can make it very flexible and not static, but very flowing. So, organic. How's that?
Yeah, cool.
All right.
Thank you.
Oh, I have a suggestion for the website. Is there any possibility that we could move? That's okay. Is there any possibility that instead of the older post first?
Yes, it'll go up.
Okay.
Yes.
Newer
Okay,
post.
you already said that.
Oh, somebody said that.
All right, that would be awesome.
Okay.
Great.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Maybe after the GA, we'll go out.
Yeah, let's collaborate with
any
the guy that
other
took a week to get flyers.
working group announcements?
I'm going to be forming a new working group. It occurred to me a few days ago that we are going to be talking about events that have happened in the past in the course of trying to correct our current situation that not everybody is aware about. Not everybody knows the mechanics of how we got where we are. So I'll be forming an education group. Alternative American History Education. My textbook will be Howard Zinn. People's History of the United States. It was taught as a high school textbook in upper class schools, but not urban, poor schools, not rural schools.
This is stuff we need to know. I don't know when the time will be, but it'll be a firestorm. We won't be meeting tomorrow because of the rally up at Pack Square, but I will have a time for you. I'm working on the curriculum. Thank you.
Need some clarification. You said an education work group?
Yes.
I would ask if you're going to have an education work group to include the education on democratic bureaucracy so that we understand due process.
Yes. If you want to come on board with me and help teach it, awesome. Anybody that wants to help as a suggestion, get at me.
Talk to them afterwards. Okay.
Are we getting too fractured in all the different working groups?
No.
I just don't want them to get spread out. Work by different groups, and they can't really interchange with each other, and then it gets lost.
Okay.
Can I respond to that? Working groups don't fracture us, they help us. Working groups are intended to support the entire group by what they work on more intensely, offering it to the whole group. Okay, something is a resource for each of us.
Yeah, these are opinions, you're right. Yeah, okay.
I don't know if this is an opinion or exactly what happened. Okay, I started the transition movement in Springfield, Missouri. We started with like 3 people, and it grew to 300 in like less than 3 months with pretty much no advertising. And the way that we did this, we spawned working groups. We had people, like one person got people into their living room. They had like 6 people at a time. They would talk about the transition movement. Those 6 people would go spread it, and then all these satellites would start spawning on these things. Now, one of the things we did was we focused on things that were not divisive. We focused on things that everybody needed. It didn't matter what color you were. It didn't matter what religion you were. You need food. You need shelter. You need a job to pay, or some kind of arrangement with having water, like crazy, or whatever you're doing. And you need water and clean energy. And so we only focused on those things, and we did not talk about anything else. It all came together at a point because everybody was focusing on the things that meant something to everybody. In that, we also allowed the groups to be flexible and organic. People converged as they wanted to, just like they do in migrate and normal life. Just like I like you one day and I don't like you the next. So we kept that flexible so that it was natural and organic and it thrived. And then it ended up spreading. We ended up getting the politicians on board with it because their concerns were ours. It's like either we're going to burn them in advance maybe, or they're going to help. And then, okay, sorry. The thing is that to keep it organic and flexible, if we try to put too much structure on it, it doesn't grow like it needs to.
Yeah. Thank you, though. Okay. Any other work groups? Okay, awesome. We're done with working groups. Let's move on to announcements. Does anybody have any announcements? No, we didn't finish them. We're moving to working group announcements, then we're going back. Okay.
Bear with me. I'm announcing like 4 announcements for different groups.
Please keep it cogent if you're going to do that.
I will. My name's Travis, by the way. I'm with the Anti-Authoritarian, Anti-Capitalist Cluster. Regardless of the decision tomorrow night, people will actually occupy on Saturday. If you want to be a part of an occupation, we'll have details at the General Assembly on Saturday. The Anti-Authoritarian, Anti-Capitalism group is meeting on Wednesday at 5:30, if you're interested, here in Pritchard Park. What day is that? What's that? Wednesday, 5:30. We are going to have a free library available at Firestorm Cafe until we have a more permanent place to have it. But we have to share the space with the events that are already booked. So please, it's going to be in the back of Firestorm, behind the curtain. Please note on the curtain whether it's open or if the space is taken. If it's taken, unfortunately, no library. And then finish Brother Chris's announcement that he started. If you get arrested, tell him Brother Chris is your pastor, and he can get in there with 2 witnesses immediately rather than waiting 4 weeks for a visitor's pass. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you.
He made a comment that I needed clarification as well as a direct response. You said your group was going to take action in spite of it if there was no decision?
I said yes. There's a group that will be sleeping and occupying regardless of the decision tomorrow night. That will be determined.
Saturday, general details of the General Assembly on Saturday night.
Point of clarification on that. An action outside of the approval of the General Assembly is a reflection of due process of the Occupy Asheville. We need to have clarity on this action, because if they take action which is outside of the group, that is an issue for General Assembly for discussion.
I agree.
As I see it, no occupation has begun. This is civil obedience. Occupy Asheville will begin on Saturday.
I just came from the meeting with the union, and I say if we get the approval of the city tomorrow, that they would pay for the porta-john. The other thing I want to bring in as an announcement is that Gordon Smith, a local city council member, emailed me something that one of his lawyer friends emailed him. It is a Supreme Court ruling from 1984 when this was brought up in Washington, D.C. a protest against homelessness in America, and the Supreme Court ruled that yes, you could sleep in Freedom Plaza. And also another city, I believe Seattle just was recently added to the list of the cities supporting and the cities allowing the occupation. So I think the precedent's been set in multiple cities, and I'd like to give this copy of this Supreme Court ruling to someone who will be present in the state tomorrow. I'm not going to be in there in person. Is there anyone who, is it still being decided? I don't think so.
Direct response, come see me afterwards. We'll put you in a working group to
I'm leaving for San Francisco at 4 in the morning, and I have to go home now. It's his birthday.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see you in the dark. I'm sorry.
I'm not going to stay for the whole meeting, and I don't get any special anything. I just want to make sure this doesn't get lost.
Just want everybody to make it clear from down there and up here and everywhere around that in a larger city, Occupy is important. Here,
I'm sorry. It's not a direct response. Sorry. We'll please make it more cogent if it is.
You have to respond with factual information.
Yeah, that's just factual to the point.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
respect everybody's time.
Again, I said this before. Your parents and grandparents.
Get to the point, please, sir. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but.
Okay, let me say this. I get I'm going to let me finish my sentence. And if you don't want to tell me.
If you're not going to respect the rules of General Assembly, like, why are you
So
here?
be it.
How to be efficient.
I'm not announcement, not tomorrow, but on Wednesday, and I made it earlier, I'll do it again because there are more people. I'm going to have stencils that you can use and, like, put together and take apart that will say things like Occupy Asheville, and there will be a word like support and stuff like 99%. And we'll have things like spray paint and maybe bleach. I don't know, that seems bad environmentally, I'm not sure. So I'm going to bring stuff like that, and you can bring your own t-shirt so that we don't have to buy one, like an old gardening t-shirt or something. You bring it, and you're like, hey, I wanted to say this. You'll put the stencils together, and then you'll make a t-shirt.
Anyway, I'll see you guys. I don't see how that is any different than what I was.
Yo!
Forget it. I'm leaving.
Bob's check, please.
I'm leaving. You don't even have to take it off.
Okay.
Hold on. If you're going to have a cult behavior here, then just be your cult.
Is this the way to, like, take care of it?
Five watcher. Get up there.
Hey. It's a full moon. Yeah. People are going crazy.
This we should not have. And if we have to get in the gray instead of staying in the black and the white at all times during General Assembly, to allow a human soul to speak, it might be a little out of line, I think we should grant that. Okay.
Signs of that.
All right.
So do you want to let me speak or not?
No.
Well,
No.
Yes.
well,
Take a consensus.
Yes, absolutely. He's here all the time.
Yes. Thank you.
Well, then he should know the rules of General Assembly.
You know what?
Not everybody
on the one hand, you
Come,
say
come.
stand your ground. On the other hand, you say get out of here. Now, make up your mind. I was standing my ground. Now, maybe I don't know the rules. Maybe not somebody here is new. I know I'm not new. But my only point was, and it was a positive point, which I encourage you guys to get into, the idea is positive. This community is a little different than New York City. When you use the term occupy, this community, I've got 7 sentences at least saying this community is welcoming us. So occupy, just use tongue-in-cheek here, you're being welcomed. You're given a beautiful stage here and down in front of the city county building. So, listen, it's your parents, it's your grandparents that are opening, this is the community. They are the community. Now, I know that banks get into it too, but the community is your parents. They're letting you have this venue to allow you to get into your minds and communicate with one another. That's all I have to say.
Great, thank you.
How can we let the Native Americans talk whenever they want, if nobody else does? There's an ongoing sort of tension and kind of what's happened here. And it's alienating for some, it's positive for others. Others like the rules, and they can stick to that. But the thing is, it's like what it's like said on Facebook today. You come to GA, it's an open and whatever forum. But the problem is that with the rules set up like they are, it's not an open forum. And it's not an open forum set up like it is because, like, this just happened, okay? So then it's cool to have GA, but maybe we need something separate where other people, where there is this open platform for these sorts of conversations.
So far.
We have no boss. That's different. That doesn't have the power.
I mean, see, like, now we can't say that.
We do have a forum, though, for that.
Yeah, we're completely off topic. We'll discuss this afterwards. Okay, move on. Any other announcements?
Excuse me. Okay, Pete, watch. Let's be careful. We don't want to alienate anybody. Okay? Watch me. A rule is just as effective as it is effective. So, hold on. Now watch. Do we rather lower a rule and keep everybody and go off the side, or do we want to be so dogmatic as the ones that we are speaking of? Okay? And what I'm saying, it is possible on the consensus to have everybody there and right here. Don't let the rules supersede the consensus.
Don't lose your people.
Right.
People first.
Understood. Okay.
Can I say something real quick?
Please, it has to be an announcement if we can make an emotion that we do announcements right before soapbox at the end of the meeting so we can eventually start the meeting.
Okay. Sir, just to respond, there's the reason why the rules are, I agree with you. I think it's very important to listen to everybody. That's why we're here, to unify. We're not here to pick at one another. I'm sorry if I offended anybody tonight. I'm just trying to follow the rules to respect everybody's time because not everybody can be here for, 2 or 3 hours. That's why I'm trying to do what I'm doing right now.
We're grateful, sir.
Good, man.
This is normal.
This is going to happen.
Yeah.
What happened is going to happen.
Yeah, so you over there, I didn't mean anything personal. I'm just trying to do my job. Okay, we have an announcement.
Yeah, so I should have said this earlier during working group announcements, but tomorrow there will be a facilitation working group meeting, I believe at 9:30 at the Walton Cafe. If you have issues with the way General Assembly is being run, if you think the way we're doing it, because when we cut people off, we're not intending to say you can't say that. We're saying say that at a different point in the meeting. So if you think that the way the meeting is set up, that what you had to say, there was never a place for you to say it, come to facilitation, we'll have a discussion about it and figure out how we can rework the way we're doing General Assembly.
Thank you.
Also, thank you. Since you made me second, it would be nice. See, I almost left your group again. Because I felt so glad you want to know.
I'm sorry, brother.
Brother Chris.
Hold on.
I thought I was second.
First never got to go before you. Never got to make her statement. You're second.
Oh, okay. First, thank you for throwing me off.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay, go ahead.
Your process, Naomi.
Thank you. Are we on announcement? It's my understanding that as a group we have a
Hey,
process.
second.
It's my understanding that as a group
Hey, am I second, third?
Box watcher, please.
My understanding that as a group we have a process to work through that gives everybody an opportunity to participate equally and get their voice heard, and I don't understand, aren't we on announcement? I know, I hear you. Yes. Can we please get back to announcement?
All right, my announcement. It would be nice.
Stack, man. It's a stack.
He's on stack.
Jesus.
I'm just saying, if you make a mistake,
Come on, man, come on. Look, we can talk about this afterwards.
Yeah.
I want this.
Please don't disrespect their time.
You've been disrespecting me.
He's
So
not.
says Stephen,
We can talk about that afterwards.
You are disrespecting.
Box watcher, please.
right at freedom.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. Back to announcement.
Working group announcement, not personal announcement.
Direct response.
Yes, on the facilitation.
Yes.
You did tell us that he was second to speak, and he never really got a chance to speak. That's why he's upset.
She never speaks because she was number one.
Well, that's right.
She's right there.
She's still right next to you.
There when we called it, like,
She's still right there. You're first.
It's not the right place for what I had to say.
Thank you.
Okay, direct response.
The direct response on the facilitation meeting for tomorrow morning. Respectfully, a facilitation discussion needs to be held with the General Assembly. The role of facilitation is a double-edged sword, and a lot of education needs to go on with not only facilitators, but with the General Assembly in relationship to the facilitators, so communications are structured more effectively. I'm bringing the point that facilitation discussion needs to be part of the next General Assembly agenda.
Thank you. I agree with you very much. Box watch, anybody want to take a 5-minute break? Just really fast. Everybody can cool off. Okay, let's take a 5-minute break.
Mr. Burke.
Okay.
Hi, Mary.
Wow. Good viewing for the live stream tonight. It's a good viewing for the live stream tonight.